Hello and welcome to Video Game Saga's Profile segment where we interview modern and classic gaming celebrities. Today we interview Keith Mullin, founder of Grub. Alrighty viewers, I'm here with Keith Mullin, founder of the tasty snack food Grub. Thanks for being on the show, it's a real pleasure.
Great, thanks very much for having me. I really enjoyed to be here.
Thank you. So, can you tell our viewers a little bit about your background and how Grub came to be?
Yeah, sure. I was spending a lot of time on my computer, and I really like to multitask, just like, doing more than, one thing at once or more than two things at once. Mm-hmm. And obviously when I would snack and be on the computer and snack and game, two things at the same time, my hands kept on getting, messed up. And I'd have to wipe my hands on my jeans, and I have to get up and wash my hands a lot, which is fine because I like, clean, computer environment and, grease and all that type of stuff. And I just figured there's got to be a better way. I wanted to solve the problem. How can I do this efficiently? How can I game? How can I work on the computer and snack at the same time? So I've got a whiteboard in my garage, and I just started drawing up ideas in there and just started, tweaking out on different shapes and, how does it need to work? And as far as, transferring the food from one point to the other and flow volumes. Anyway, so, technical last points of putting together a snack food. And then the other hard part was trying to figure out how to infuse performance additives, vitamins and neurotransmitters into Grub, and made the first prototypes of Grub in my mom's kitchen. Basically making different shapes, and I didn't know a whole bunch about cooking, still kind of don't, and have her kind of help me figure out, okay, how do we make this work and how do we bind it together and still make it taste good? You just can't throw a bunch of. It's easy to do an energy drink because you basically just fill it full of a bunch of vitamins and B and taurine and just dump sugar into it until it tastes good. Well, it's a little different with a dry food good like a snack because you just can't do that. So it was pretty interesting to kind of figure that out.
Absolutely. Wow, that's fascinating. It's definitely a great solution. Being a hardcore gamer myself, I always like snacking while I game. And if a gamer has some great greasy potato chips or something, it gets the controllers all greasy and your hands are slipping. And it could happen at the worst possible moment or at a boss battle and your fingers just slipping off the button you need to hit. So it's definitely a great solution.
Yeah, it saves trees too. I was just going through paper towels like nobody's business.
Absolutely. Very cool. Being scientifically formulated, what makes Grub different from your standard snack bag?
Well, like I mentioned before, Grub's got vitamins and neurotransmitters in it, and the neurotransmitters are designed to support fast thinking. There's the excitatory neurotransmitter of glutamic acid. It's also got niacin, and you've got excitatory and inhibitory neurotransmitters that help your nerve cells communicate. And then the excitatory neurotransmitter helps the electrical connection or bridge the communication between nerve cells. So it's providing an environment to make that communication happen quickly, and so your nerve cells can function the way in a fast manner.
Wow, that's fascinating that that's all in one little bag of food for gamers. That's really cool. What benefits will gamers have eating Grub?
Well, we've got other vitamins as well on top of the neurotransmitters, and the vitamins were really chosen to support your body systems that are specifically used for gaming. Vitamin A for your eyes, and you've got C's and D's for muscle tone. And then let's just break your body systems down for what you're using for gaming. You've got your eyes, obviously the input off the screen. You've got then that translation into biological formats, image formats. I don't know if that's a scientific term, but anyway, so you're taking those images and you're registering them in your brain, going through nerve cells, and then you're obviously reacting into your body, obviously your hands and whatnot, via muscles. So the vitamins were chosen to support those three systems, obviously the neurotransmitters for your brain functions. Then obviously you can eat Grub without getting your hands greasy or crumbs on your keyboard, the best part.
Yes, that's a really big benefit. What has been the most interesting request for a Grub flavor?
We've got a blog on our website at gamergrub.com, and it's got some, people have been giving us some really, really fun flavors to think about. There was a raw lemon jelly and mango, which was pretty interesting. A bunch of people were suggesting a cheeseburger. I'm not actually sure how to do that yet.
Wow.
But there was a cotton candy, dill pickle. So yeah, there's been a lot of people, very passionately suggesting flavors. We also had a flavor survey that we sent out to the Grub Squad members that are registered on the site, and they provided the kind of their input of, okay, here's really our next flavor that we would like to see coming up, and of course that's confidential until we're ready to launch that one.
Absolutely. So has there been any like crazy requests for, like, I don't know, like a sardine flavor or anything kind of disturbing?
Yeah, there was one thing called a poutine, or I don't even know if it's pronounced right. I think it's an English dish where it's a bunch of French fries, and then you top a bunch of goo or maybe chili on top of it. It's called poutine, or maybe it's some type of sweet thing. I didn't know much about it. I had to look it up on the internet. But I think that was something where, like, what is this? And yeah. But
I'll say.
yeah, sardines, or I haven't had any of that. Yeah.
That's good, because that would not make for a good flavor.
Yeah.